Man, you know what? I seen you on a podcast and I saw your story and I was like, you know what? I gotta reach out to this guy and get him on the show. From my understanding, you came over with $100 and turned it into eight figures. What did that look like?
Yeah, first, thank you so much, Quentin, for having me. It's a joy to be on your podcast today. So,
Awesome.
just for somebody just watching for the first time or hearing about me for the first time, Uyi Abraham. I
Hmm.
was born in Nigeria, born and raised in Nigeria. So I came over to America a couple of years ago with
Hmm.
just $100 to my name and a suitcase of clothes. So I took $100 and flipped it from $100 to my eight-figure business.
Wow.
And that did not happen overnight. Obviously, it happened over time.
Uh-huh.
And I'll be happy to share some things I've learned along the journey to help
Hmm.
anybody who might be just starting out to take whatever they have
Hmm.
to turn it into six, seven, or eight-figure business. Today, I'm the founder of multiple companies, including
Right.
Bonza.com.
Bonza.
Is
That's
the
a
only
big
one
one I saw.
platform. Yeah. I saw you schedule with Calendly. I'm like, you should be using Vonza. Vonza have a calendar, is a scheduling tool too. So Vonza is the only one platform. So with
Hmm.
Vonza, you can create and sell your online courses, your membership, your funnels, your websites. You can do your scheduling forms. So it's like 10 tools in one. So I started Vonza because I was frustrated with paying for multiple tools and dealing with the tech to try to tie them all together.
Right.
And I just got overwhelmed and frustrated. And I feel like there got to be a better way for for an entrepreneur and creator to run their business online. So I'm founder and CEO of Vonza.com. I also own a Christian university. I own a coaching business and a bunch of other businesses as well. So it's good to be everybody. So I'm proof that if you have a dream and $100, you can build a six, seven, eight-figure business.
Right, man. So, question for you. When we talk about um hold on, give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. Why did I just do that? I'm so sorry. Yeah, so with that being said, we have all of these other situations as far as like with the Vanza that's going on. That is crazy that you are doing that because I have been with Thinkific. I didn't know that there was another option. Right. I didn't know that there was another option that
a
tied all of
better
that
op-
stuff in
a
there.
better
A
option.
better
Let me
option.
tell you why. Thinkific does well with online courses, right? But
Mhm.
you come across me like what I call a passion multi-purpose entrepreneur. That means you do more than courses. You have a talk show now.
Right.
You're probably gonna sell a book or ebook or t-shirt or something, or you do right. But Thinkific just does courses. What Vonza does is that Vonza is a true all-in-one platform. So
Right.
Vonza does online courses very well, but
Uh-huh.
also gives you your scheduling for your events. Also gives you your website, right? More beautiful than what you can build with Thinkific. Also gives you your funnel, sales funnel, so you don't have to use ClickFunnels. Also give you, membership, so you don't have to use Kajabi or Mighty Networks or any of that, right? They also give you forms, so you don't have to use Google Forms, right? I also
Mhm.
take up your payments and everything. So your entire business in one place. Less tools, less frustration, less going playing ping pong with different tools to run your business,
Right.
wasting precious time and money, right? That
Right.
you need to put into your business. So that's the major headache campaign that Bonds solves for entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah, because I go through that a lot because I use MailChimp and then, I'm using a totally different thing for my website. That is, I'm gonna have to go and I absolutely went and checked you guys out, especially yesterday. I was like, let me go see what's going on as far as what he has going on. Now, I also learned that you started a college.
Yes. Yes.
Hold on, wait. So you came here with $100.
Yes.
So what did that? Did you work a job or did you have personal
No.
finances, or did you go to a bank? Like, what did that look
So I think the reason was the why, right? What I've learned is that if your why is big enough,
like? Mm-hmm.
the means will be available. Ooh, that was blooded. I gotta write that down myself so I don't miss. That was
Yeah,
so good.
that's a
Oh
bar.
wow! If your why is big enough, the means will be available. Okay, so that was what it was for the college, right? So my wife, she finished from one of these fancy schools with a master's degree at the time. He set us back $54,000 in student loan. Quinty, she couldn't find a job that would pay her more than $15 or $17 an hour, even with a master's degree, and that was like over 10 years ago. She couldn't really get a job. She couldn't, it was just, she was frustrated, right?
Right.
One thing about student loan is never forgiven, except my
Right.
bank can forgive it, thank God, right? Student loan payback,
Right.
Now, one day I'm like, this is crazy. All my wife really want to do is she wants to do ministry and she wants to do entrepreneurship. I'm like, why is there not a Christian-based school or university that's accredited that allows her to finish a degree faster, more affordably, right? And also more flexible. And there was really nothing out there that would suit what I thought would be best for people like her that just want to get a degree to their name, don't want to go spend 4 years in school, they're ready to do great things with their life, and they don't want to really work a job.
Right.
That why was what led me to start High Place Christian University. I don't know how much we started with at the time, because our university now is 12 years old. So of course it's grown over the years. I really don't know how much, but it wasn't that much we started. First, we have to find the state that we can register it, because at the time we're living in a state where you cannot register a Christian university without governmental accreditation. So my big thing is if you have the why, if your why is strong and you have the passion for it, the means to do so will be available. The money will come, the investors will come, the students will come, the resources will come. If you just this is what I think I want to do, because there's this big problem out there in the world that needs to be solved, and you'd be like, you are the right person to solve it. You don't have to worry about anything else. It will come to you, or you meet it on the path of trying to accomplish that. That's how we started everything. There's nothing in my life I've ever started that I had the money to do it when I started it.
Wow.
There's nothing. Maybe the newer businesses I'm starting now, that I've started last 2 years, I kind of had the money to do that. But the big things like Vonza, like Higher Place Christian University, and some other businesses I've had over the years, I just never had it, but I just had enough to start. And that's why I keep telling people, just have enough to start. Just start.
I tell people that all the time. I tell people the hardest part is just taking the first step, because we have these issues as to where we'll have a person that they don't feel as though they consumed enough information. So they're just like in this information loop, just like, oh, I just need to learn more and learn more and learn more and learn more, and never actually take the step into actually doing something. If you just get it started, then the rest of it, you can figure the stuff out. But just get started going in the right direction. That was just from me. You're an 8-figure guy. So I just wanted to know, is that something that you would agree with, or something that you disagree with on that?
I definitely agree with, that's what I've always done. It's now in the last 2-3 years now, I can kind of have enough money to fund things I do. But when I first started, I never worried about money. I just try to solve a problem, right? Because if you have a problem to solve, you just have to find the right person that needed that problem solved, and they'll just pay you for it, right? So that's really what I've done. And excuse me, another thing I think is helpful too is that every business I've started was because I solved my own pain.
That's a good one. That's a bar.
I turned my pain into profit.
Right.
right?
Gaining
With
funds.
Vonza, I was frustrated with tying multiple tools together to run
Mhm.
my business online. So I solved the problem for myself. And that
Oh.
became Vonza. With the Christian University, my wife was frustrated, in student loan debt and could not find a job and was taking too long to finish. So I solved that problem for her so that people like her will never have to go through all that again. Right. And I just started a virtual assistant agency because I was having a difficult time to find a good virtual assistant person. So I decided to solve that problem for myself and for other people too.
Woo.
So that's my
Well,
that's been my formula. My formula has been I've always just solved the pain for myself. Then I'm like, okay, am I the only one having this pain? Or are there other people that have the pain as well? Like you. You send me a link with Calendly. Your course is on Thinkific. You use MailChimp on, for your email. You probably just don't, that's what you know, right?
right,
But
because it's
probably
duct
like,
taped and
that's what
yeah,
you know. So you just do what you know, right?
right.
But I'm like, there's a better, easier way to run your business. It just makes it so fun. That helps you make money too, right? So somebody book your calendar link, right?
Mhm.
You could route them to your course, or you could route them to something else, right?
Oh, that's
Them to your,
dope.
because with Vonza, they're all in the same place. So you can choose what to do or route them to an external site if you want to, right? So now you can maximize your exposure with just one click or
With
something,
one click,
right?
it's all in one dashboard.
One dashboard, right? Less hassle, less stress. So I just solved my problem. And I tell you all the time, look at the pain you have, look at the frustration you have, look at the problem you have, look at something that just makes you just want to pull your teeth, right? That clue that
Right.
business that you can run or service for you to provide to other people. Some people, they like things so organized, right? That may be your superpower. You probably need to be in administration or project management or whatever, right? So
Mhm.
people just like clothes fitting people. Well, maybe your theme is fashion, right?
Right.
But every frustration, every pain you have is a clue to a potential business you can have.
Awesome. So, I mean, you just gave me something else, and I was doing some research on you, and I'm like, yo, this dude, he has a bunch of businesses. So my next question to you is, how do you go about time management? Because I know with just having one business, especially when you're first starting it, you have so many hats that you have to wear, or you're assigning these hats to different people. So how are you, especially when you first started, how were you dealing with the time management?
Very good. So at first it was hard, a lot of sacrifices because I was doing pretty much everything myself because
Right.
I wasn't having enough money to hire other people.
Mhm.
But also too, another reason for me is, first is realization too. You have to know yourself.
Right.
I do teach my students and my mentees that you should stick with one thing till at least you hit $100,000,
Mhm.
and you have what we call the proof of concept. Now you can maybe add another business or another stream, but stick to one stream until $100,000, right?
Right.
So, but also too, I realized something about myself. I am not a niche guy. I can't just do one business. I'll,
That's
I'll go crazy.
right.
I'll get bored.
Right.
I don't care how exciting or big it is. I like a little stress.
Right.
I like to have my hand in multiple things. It just
Right.
keeps thing, right? So
Right.
because I already know that, so what I now do is I hire a lot of people. I have over 50 people right now, maybe close to 60 on my payroll. I spend 6 figures every month just
Whoa.
for payroll.
Whoa.
I used to pray for 6-figure years. I spend
Wow.
6 figures every month now on payroll. Okay.
Wow.
And so I just hire. So every company have its own team, have its own leader, pretty much have its own CEO. So I'm not in the day-to-day running these companies anymore. And I also use partnerships. So this is a big bar. I will never, ever, 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 ever in my life go into any kind of new business venture by myself. Never. I always bring a partner. I just
Y'all heard it here first. Do
yeah.
not go into a new
Don't,
business venture by
I
yourself.
mean, Don, if you really want to be really big fast,
Mhm.
right? Except you just have this unusual gift in you where you can just, make things work, grow fast. But if you're trying to solve a big problem, especially, you need a partner.
Okay.
You need maybe
So
two partners,
when
right?
when you're saying partnering, um, I'll give you an example of what I've done. I've
Okay.
got a dispatching course in which I teach people how to dispatch semi trucks. But I
Mhm.
went and partnered with the load board. You see what I'm saying? Where they can find the loads at. Are you saying a partnership like that, or you're more talking about a partnership financially?
That's good too, but what about if you have another person that's also passionate about the same thing and you
Mhm.
both partner together with your course? I
Mhm.
don't care what equity gets, he or she gets 30%, 50%, right? So
Mhm.
imagine right now, your course is limited to only what you can do,
Right.
bring in traffic and bring in students.
Right.
What about if there's another one of you, another duplicate of you that is also pushing the same course just like you are doing, right? So
Right.
you can see that the results will be even double. Have you heard of EYL?
Of who?
EYL, and
No.
on your leisure, on your leisure.
Oh yeah, on your leisure. Yeah, yeah, the podcast.
Okay, yeah, it's two guys, right? What
Hmm.
about if it was just one person? Would they have been as successful? Maybe, maybe not. What about
Right.
Social Proof podcast with uh
David Chins
David Shans and
and
Donnie, right?
Donnie. Right.
What about Circle of CEOs? Those five guys, the money they made together, they
Right.
partnered up. They all have their own businesses, but they still come together to partner up and leverage each other's platform, right?
Hmm.
So there's a lot of benefit to that. And also too, because my time is limited,
Hmm.
I don't have time to start and execute any new businesses. So before I get into any new business now, I have to have a partner. That's
Right.
much like my virtual assistant agency. I have a
Mhm.
partner that he runs it.
Okay.
He runs it, right? But I bring it. I'm primarily responsible for bringing the traffic. He runs it. I don't have to worry about running it. So
Right.
that's how I can do businesses, right? But if I knew what I knew now, I would have formed partnerships earlier on, right?
Okay.
And I would have found 1, 2, 3 people like-minded for us to build together. It's not always easy to
Hmm.
find those kind of people, but if you
Hmm.
can find it, it's a lot better and easier.
Now, would you be able to do that with no money? Because some people, they're tired of the 9 to 5. They're willing to step out there. They have a good idea. They have a good idea, but they don't have the resources, the finances to go behind it. What I typically try to advise people is to, be able to save up enough money to where you're able to get the business started. But because you don't actually have the financial equity, you need to have the sweat equity to put in that.
Mhm.
Um, but sometimes I feel like some people they'll have the finances and then just be like, you know what? Because I have the finances, I don't have to do anything at all. Where I understand what you're saying is I don't have to do as much. Whereas like for them, they may think more of, well, I could just do this and not have to do anything, right? So
You have to do something.
right. Right.
But the
Now
difference now is that you can choose what you do. Now you can do what only you can do best.
right.
Now you can
Now
do your strength instead of just doing everything. So for example,
mhm,
I have influence, I have marketing, I have big lists, right? So I
right,
can play to that strength. So I'm better to be in the face of most of my companies, right?
right.
But I might not be the best when it comes to administration, when it
Mhm,
comes to payroll, when it comes to hiring, when it comes to
right,
execution.
right,
So now I don't do those things anymore.
right.
All right, so that's what money helps to do,
Free up
right?
the time.
Exactly. So here's that another bar. The first goal when anybody's coming up is to work so hard and use time to make money.
Right.
Then the second step is to now use money to make
To
time,
use time. Right.
right?
Right.
So the first time I was just working so hard, doing so much, using my time. I couldn't afford anybody or most people. So I used my time to make money. So now I'm using money to make time.
Now I also saw that you are someone that has your hands in every type of bucket that you could have it in. I see that you're really that. That's really you. And I saw where you made a statement that anyone could get
Yes.
accredited, right? And I also saw that you stated that you wanted to start a bank. Is that something that you're still looking into doing?
Yes. I have to. And let me tell you, bro, banks are powerful.
Mhm.
Banks control America. Not the president, not the senators. The
Right.
banks,
The
through their
bank.
lobbying, they control politics, control America. Let me give you an example. Somebody can kill another person and get 4 years manslaughter, or
Mhm.
get 4 years in second degree. They just killed a person and they can be out in 4 years.
Right.
But somebody can steal from the bank and get one of those big charges like wire fraud and RICO
Oh yeah.
and all of those stuff, right? And they get 30 years. So you'd be like, okay, who's writing these laws? What's more important, money or life?
Right.
So
I never thought about
US,
that.
of course, in the US, the sentences are usually harder on stealing money from the banks and from the government compared to killing a human life. So that's to tell you how much power banks are. And banks are the only entity that can make money from you 5 times and is legal. So I don't have time to go into all of this.
What?
Banks should make money from your banks are the only entity that can make money from your money and don't have to pay you anything out of it and is legal. You can put money in a bank, I don't care if it's $10,000, $2,000 in a bank, and they can trade that money, make profit from that money, and don't have to give you a dime in interest. So
Wow.
they're totally going to have a bank. But what I'm trying to do now is to pace myself. I was thinking of doing it this year, but excuse me, it looks more like 2023 or 2024 now.
Okay.
Because I don't want to go asking for banks. I might ask banks, but I don't want to start going to, I want to use my own money to do it. So I'm saving up my money. So I can be able to launch it with my own money. So yeah, 2023, 2024, that's the goal.
That's awesome. So, how do people find you, man? Like, if they want to reach out to you, learn more about Vonza, or bring their courses over to Vonza, or, if they were looking into getting into theology, going into, college, or, even linking with you to be a angel investor for the bank, how would they get in contact with you for that?
Yeah, thank you so much. So I do multiple things. So first, if you want to start your own accredited Christian university and make $50,000 to $100,000 on average a year from your Christian university, we can help you with that, with the accreditation and everything. And also too, maybe you are a creator or an entrepreneur and you want to start or grow your business online and simplify it, then you should use Vonza, which is V for Victor, VONZ, Vonza.com. Is the only one platform to pretty much run your business online, right? Then I also do coaching too, to select people that can, that really wants a coach or mentor that have done it. So you can always reach me. But the best place to find me is just Vonza.com. That's your business on Vonza. I'm also on social media, which is my first and last name. UYI is my first name, last name Abraham. I'm Uyi Abraham on all social media. But the best place to really connect, let's connect on Vonza.
Okay, awesome. I was spelling. I'm so sorry. I was spelling your name wrong when I was contacting you. I was going off of what was on what was on the ticker. I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
Now, if you had anything in closing to just let people know something that was motivate, something that was along your journey that you learned that was a game changer, not you know. Not just something that was in passing, but that game changer moment that you realized things were going to be different. What was that like? What was that?
That's a good question. Now you ask good questions, bro. Ah, okay. I think the biggest shift for me has been my mindset.
Mhm.
When I started paying attention, when I understood that mindset was the biggest game changer, I started investing in mastermind and coaching and mentors that could help switch my mindset. And when I did that, that was it. It was over. It
Mhm.
wasn't, before then, I was struggling. I'm the same person, but I grew.
Right.
So I understood that when I grew, my money grew as well. So if anybody will grow, their money will grow too.
Right.
That's the big change. Is that mindset is growing,
Mhm.
and that's it.
Now,
Everything else came into
is that mindset growing from books, podcast, or just experience, or a mixture of both?
the,
I guess
the biggest for me was mentorship
mentorship.
and
Awesome.
mastermind.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Paying $50,000 to be in a room with 10 other people, and paying 50, 25, 10,000, and being in a room with other people and a small room, and then see how these people are making money. You're gonna be like, okay, what's wrong with me? I gotta figure out how to make money too.
Right.
And we tell you the same thing too. So you're just investing. I've read books, podcasts, they give you information.
Mhm.
They don't necessarily bring transformation. Transformation for me was to be in those rooms with a mentor, right?
Awesome.
And I need somebody to open my mind up and say, okay, call my name and say, Uyi, this is what's possible with you. Uyi,
Right.
this is what you should do.
Right.
This is how you should think. This is how you should solve problems. That was it for me. Books just give you information. Mentorship gives you transformation.
Man, you know what? You dropped so many gems. If someone's not going to the jewelry store with all the gems that you just dropped today, man, it has been my pleasure to have you. I know that you're a busy man. I don't want to hold you up for too long and everything. But once again, we thank you for coming to the podcast. And I'm gonna just do it right there. That's the end of it, because we're gonna go in, we're gonna edit it and be able to put up all of your stuff and everything. I'm gonna also be sending you like snippets of the content. One of the ideas that I did have was to be able to take something that you said profound during this podcast and being able to add like some artwork to it, to where it could be like a motivational speech type thing that goes through reels and everything. If you're okay with that,
that'd be amazing. Please send to me. And do you have
definitely.
a photo of mine? I can send you a photo you could use for.
Yes, please, please.
So I'll
Please.
send it to your IG.
And if you have any branding of like the Bonzer or the school or anything like that, if you have any branding, so we can actually show that on the screen, that'll be awesome as well.
That'll be great.
I forgot to, dang, how did I forget to ask you this? I should have had it. Do you have an affiliate link?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Is there a way that we could do an affiliate link for the play?
Of course.
Yeah, okay. So I will send you over that stuff. I thank you once again, man. This is so amazing. I was so excited to speak to you. I slept no sleep last night. My stomach was turning. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to ask him. Like, because I wasn't expecting you to hit me back in the fashion that you did. Like, yo, let's go tomorrow. I was like, yo, let's do it. I was super, super excited, super nervous, super excited, man. But I thank you for taking your time out with me, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I'm coming over to Bonza. I'm going to go to Bonza, see what you guys got going on.
Let's do that. And hit me up when you do that, though. Hit me up when you do that. So I want to make sure that you're a man of your word, too, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going to look at everything and see about bringing Now, is
it over?
Huh?
It's really easy. Just download your program from Thinkific and just upload.
I was just about to ask you that. Can I just slide it over like that?
Yeah, and if you need help, I will assign one of my team, and you just give them your login information in Thinkific, and they just rebuild exact same way you build on Thinkific. They'll rebuild the exact same way on Bonza for you. I can do that for you too.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna let you go because I know you had 30 minutes. I want to cut it a little bit short so you have time to do what you need to do. And I will reach out to you, and we will build on this. I thank you again,
Thank you so
Mr.
much,
Mr.
bro.
Abraham.
Thank you. Have a good one,
All
okay?
right, you did the same. Bye.
Okay, bye.